It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Right to the air is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 32 yards. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Let's go, y'all! It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a pretty little juke move there. Nice game. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. 1 yard is the gain. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know one thing, the protection has been there for him early, especially on that play. He had all day to throw.
Yeah, so far he's throwing from the rocking chair, as they like to say. Piece of cake, able to scan the field, take his time, getting plenty of opportunity to stand back there and find an open receiver. Got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front. They're handling everything that's coming at them, whether there's pressure or not.
He had the touchdown throw on the opening drive with all kinds of time. Now that trend continuing. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Mayfield to throw it. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. from midfield. Here's Rodgers. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Rams getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Shifts past him at the 45. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. A nice little juke. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to move back in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in a zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And just a yard to go here on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mayfield now.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open is Powell, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
He'll dump this off to Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play fake, Mayfield. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On the counter, this is Akers. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield completes it to Powell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a run with Akers. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, Mayfield. Caught left side, Hopkins. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee from 6 yards away. And the Rams are back within a couple of the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On first down, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the delay, Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys have now moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do just make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, if you're up five, whatever you've got in front of you, to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Ooh, with a juke. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Jones. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Down to about the 32. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Pushes him over. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 87 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A first down throw for Mayfield. Powell on the catch. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 27, Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 78 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge third down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Oh, look at this play call. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Mayfield. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Mayfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, y'all. They gotta walk that ball, man.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.